Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's session, we are going to discuss about the for loop and how to use the for loop and some of the examples we are going to discuss about that. In the previous session, we already discussed some of the basic topics about Java, like how to create a method, object, class, constructor. We discussed that in a detail. We also discussed about the condition handling and we also saw some examples related to the condition handling. So in today's session, we are going to discuss about the for loop. So let's start. So first, I will create one new class for the for loop. So before we start the coding, let me explain about the looping. Okay. So what when we exactly use the loop? Okay. Suppose I want to do a some action many number of times. Okay. In that case, we are using the loop. Suppose the example I'm giving, I want to print a number 1 to 5. Okay. In that case, the previous what we saw that we can write it in a print statement. So maybe I can write the print statement and where I will write all this number inside my print statement. But suppose in future you need to write a number 1 to 100, 1 to 1000 or even more than that. Then it's not possible to write everything in the print statement, right? So for that we are using the loop here. The another example maybe if you want to print some text, right? Suppose I want to print some text number of times in that case also I can use this looping. Okay. So let's see first the syntax of the for loop. Let me create first method public void learn for. Okay. I have created one method here. Okay. Inside that I'm creating a for loop. So let's understand first the syntax of the for loop. Okay. So here I just write the for and I'm giving the body here. So here whatever the action you are mentioning that you need to write here. Okay. And the condition that will come here. Okay. So the condition I will write first. Suppose I is equal to 0. I will explain you this how to write this one. I is less than or equal to 10. I will take as 5. Okay. And I plus plus. Okay. So now you can see here we are getting the error for the I. Okay. So I is basically my variable. So I need to define the data type of this I. So I can define outside my for loop as well, like int I. Now you can see this error is gone. Or one more thing I can do, I can mention inside this for loop as well. Okay. So I can mention here as well. So that's also fine. Okay. So what we are doing here, okay? So the first condition, you can see I is equal to 0, I is less than or equal to 5 and I plus plus. What exactly this? Let me copy this statement from the here and I will explain you. Okay? So int I is equal to 0. Firstly, I'm creating one variable I, okay, which is having the data type integer and I'm assigning the value as the 0. So this is the initialization, right? So when your for loop starts, that will starts with the number 0. Okay. Then the second thing is about the condition. Okay. So it will check the condition. If my I value is less than or equal to 5. Okay. If that condition gets satisfied, then only whatever the action you have mentioned inside the for loop will get executed. Okay. And the third one is the increment or the decrement operator. So currently I have mentioned like I plus plus, so it is an increment operator. If I mention I minus minus, this is an decrement operator. So the first thing I'm initializing my values, I is equal to 0, I is less than or equal to 5, that is my condition, and I plus plus. Okay. So here I will print the number 1 to 5. Okay. So for that I will give the initialized value as a 1 as I need to start from the 1. Okay. And I want to print the number till 5, so I'm giving the condition my I value should be less than or equal to 5 and I plus plus. So I will write one print statement here and I will just my print I value. Okay. So let's run this program and let's see the output. Okay, sorry. First thing we need to do is create the object for this one. I have not created object. Okay, so I will go to the A class. I will remove all these things. Okay, and I will create the object for this class for loop. For loop O is equal to new for loop. and O dot learn for. Okay. Now let's print this one. Now you can see in the console, the outputs are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? That's what we wanted to print, right? The number from 1 to 5. Suppose if I want to print a number till the 100 or till the 1000, just I need to change the value here, right? So instead of 5, I will give the number 100. So it will run from 1 to 100. My loop will run 100 times. And once it is executed 100 times, it will come out from that loop. Okay. So let me rerun this program again. Now you can see my loop is run 100 times. The last value is the 100 and the first value is the 1. Okay. Suppose I want to print any statement. Suppose I want to print, uh, this is a for loop program. Then I can print this statement as well. How many times you want to print, you can mention here and you can print that much time. Okay, so let me run the program again. You can see we are 10 times printing. This is a for loop program. Okay, so suppose my condition, whatever the condition I'm mentioning is not satisfying. So suppose I'm giving the initialization value as the 11 and I'm providing the condition that I should be less than or equal to 10. In that case, nothing will get print because my condition is not satisfying. So it is coming out of the loop. Okay, so let me print one more statement here, out of loop. Okay, and let me run again. Now you can see it is coming out of the loop and printing the whatever the next action we are giving, right? So it is doing that because my condition is not getting satisfied. Okay, so that's why it is coming out of the loop. Okay, let's see how to write the decrement program. So for that, I will again give the I value as the 10. Okay. So I want to print the reverse number like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. In that case, I want to print till the 1. Okay. And I want to decrement this value. So I'm using I minus minus. In this case, I need to print the I. It will be greater than or equal to 1. Now you can see my I value is equal to 10, right? I'm giving the initial value as the 10. First, it will check if my value is greater than or equal to 1. Yes. Then it will print that statement. Then it decrement that value and check the condition again. Okay. So when the execution, when the first time we are doing the first time execution, in that case, the first two condition will get run. The first two option, whatever provided here, it will get run first time. When your loop is running the second time, it will check this two condition, the next two condition. It will check if I is greater than or equal to 1 and then decrement value. So it will goes printing the whatever the I value we are giving until that condition is not getting satisfied. So once that condition is become false, whatever the result we are getting, it become false, then it will come out of the loop. Okay. Next, we can do one more program here is about the table. So we can print any number table for that one. Okay. So what I will do, I will ask user to provide me one value. Okay. Suppose int a. That value user will provide to write a table. Okay. And what I will do, I will I will print the reverse table only. In that case, just we need to multiply this a with I. So suppose if I want to print a table for the 2, then first it will 2 multiplied by 1, it will come 2. Then 2 multiplied by 2, it will come 4. So in that way, it will print the complete table and the last value should be 20. Like 2 multiplied by 10, it should be 20. So let's rerun this program. Oh, sorry. So we need to provide the value here. I'm providing the value as a 5. So now you can see we are printing the table for the 5 in the reverse manner. So now you can see from the bottom 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So for the 10 up to 10 values we are printing this table. Okay, you can print in a normal way as well or you can print in a reverse way as well using the increment and decrement operator, and you need to make changes in the initialization and the whatever the condition you are providing. So the main important part of the for loop is this one, the initialization, whatever the condition you are providing, or the increment or the decrement part. So when to use the for loop? We already understand how to use the for loop, right? And what exactly the use of the for loop, okay? But when to use the for loop? Suppose when you know about what will be your initial value, okay? And you know how many times you want to print, how many times you want to execute that particular loop. In that condition only you can use the for loop. And whatever your increment or decrement value, it is a constant, right? So I'm decreasing the value every time by 1, or I'm increasing the value every time by 1. So when your increment and decrement value is a constant, when you know about your initialization condition and whatever the condition you are providing, right? In that case only you can use this for loop. Okay. So in today's session, we discussed about what exactly the for loop, when to use the for loop, some of the basic programmings like the increment, decrement, how to print the table, how to print a particular statement number of times or particular string number of times. So those are the basic programming for the for loop. In the upcoming session, we will see some more advanced topics related to the for loop as well. As well, in the next video, we are going to discuss about some more loops like a while loop, do while loop, and for each loop as well. So check the next video as well. Thank you for the today, guys. Have a nice day.